All right. You got what you can't wrap your head around?
Yeah, I got two things.
So do I. So do I.
Got two things.
I don't like this thing twisting like this. Tighten up. All right.
I hate when lipstick gets on.
Oh my God, I hate it.
Is that just okay? So it's not just I hate like I'm like.
I hate when like you ever be wearing like a red lipstick and you
Yes.
like maybe you like bite into a piece of chicken and then the lipstick gets like on your chin.
It's so like I hate eating with lipstick on. I hate it.
It is the worst.
I hate it so much. I'll be eating like
Thing. Yo, you be like,
yeah, cutting up a chicken wing with a fork and a knife.
they be like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, yo, I don't want lipstick on my chin,
Yeah,
okay?
Like, why you wearing lipstick? Because like,
I want it to look
it goes
nice.
with my aesthetics.
Yeah.
Like,
Why you asking me? Asking
right.
all them questions.
Why you got chicken? Why you don't have cucumber sandwiches with the crust cut off? Like, that's what we should have.
What?
From Brown Sugar. Remember when she said,
Okay, I haven't seen that movie in years.
oh, I thought you was going to say you never seen
No,
it.
come on. Y'all don't be giving me no credit, and it's really disrespectful. I've seen black movies, okay?
Yeah, you got to see Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar.
I just haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, cucumber sandwiches.
Cucumber sandwich.
With the crust. That's what I'm going to have in my, like, and if anybody asks me to plan a baby shower or a bridal shower, that's what I'm going to have. Because it's homage to Brown Sugar. Because there's going to be a bunch of brown sugar women there, a bunch of brown sugar babies being made, and a bunch of brown sugar love happening.
Ma'am, make sure you got the meatballs.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have the baby shower meatballs.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely have meatballs.
Meatballs. You got to have like a cheese tray or a charcuterie board.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not really crazy about charcuterie boards.
It depends. Like, I don't like all this different cheese. Like, just give me some cheddar, Parmesan.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one that everybody be eating?
Gouda?
We can go there.
I don't know.
What's the other one that...
I'm not crazy about all the meats. Like, why is salami here?
Whoa. You're on your own with that, sis.
I just don't
think... You don't do salami?
No, ma'am.
Oh, my God.
Honestly, you know what? I'm not even like a reputable source because all I really eat is turkey. I don't even eat the ham no more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I do eat bacon, though. I eat bacon, but I just don't like ham. Like ham lunch meat? Like,
yeah, it's great.
What are we doing
like a
here?
chef salad, get you some ham, some turkey.
No.
Some salami.
No. Turkey.
Wow.
That's the end of it.
All right.
All right. Cool. You ready to start the show?
Let's do it.
Okay. Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Another week up in the stew.
Yes.
Episode 6 in the building.
That's right.
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
We wrap the culture up in color.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. We are going to be getting it off our chest this episode because
yeah,
this little list right here, baby.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
This is how y'all want to end quarter one. Like, okay.
Oh, shoot.
Right. We getting ready to get into Q2.
Yo, where's this year going by? I want to apologize if y'all hear loud sounds. Clifford and the Big Red Dog up there cutting up. I might have to pause and hit the ceiling. I mean, give me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I just cannot.
We're a friend to the animals here, but not while we're recording. Okay.
All right. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so sis.
Like, why do you have a Great Dane in this apartment building?
I mean,
go get you a Yorkie.
they got a Greyhound upstairs.
Something.
Like, why do y'all have these giant dogs?
I don't get it. That's not what I can't wrap my head around, but like, that's just no.
No, I'm with you on that one though, because I just don't understand.
Get you a Yorkie, like something like Patrick, a little cockapoo, things that don't make that much noise.
Or go get a house. Go rent a house.
Well, that's all. Or you get you a fish like Kobe. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Just make it make sense.
Yeah, or a cat that don't make noise at all. I don't know.
They will steal from you though.
Yeah, and give you a good skivvy pap.
Yeah.
For no
Oh,
reason.
cats will slap you.
I'll slap back though. Like,
No, you don't want to be scratched though. Cats will scratch you.
that's cool.
I don't know.
Take you to the vet the next day to get your damn paws clipped. Now what?
I don't know a cat owner who ain't never been scratched. It's just not realistic.
I don't got time for it.
All right, sis. What can't you wrap your head around this week?
All right. So I have 2 things this week, right? Well, that's 3. I got 3 fingers. 2 things this week, right? And they're real quick. So the first thing is I saw somebody tweet yesterday about how Marvin Gaye.
I saw this.
Yeah. Apparently Marvin Gaye had sex with his niece at like a very early age. That niece just happens to be actress Bianca Lawson's mother. Okay, if you don't know who Bianca Lawson is, I don't know where you. Okay, she's Queen
I'll put
Sugar,
a picture up of her.
Sister, everything. And I can't really wrap my head around. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but where are y'all getting this information from? Like,
I was thinking the same thing.
you feel me? I'm like,
I was like, this is crazy. I mean, I read the thread or whatever it was. I'm like, okay, but how though? How do you know this?
how do you? And also what I'm saying, like, if it did happen, what makes you? Obviously, it's something that they want to be kept quiet for mental health's sake.
Yes. Yes.
Why are you bringing it up? Like, can you imagine if you're Bianca Lawson and you just scrolling through Twitter? It's like, wait, why am I trending?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That is crazy. That story was crazy.
It's from tweets. And the tweets are from people that are born in like 2001.
Like, stop.
Not discrediting the 2001 babies, but I'm just trying. Like, y'all are just making threads about stuff with no links, no information, no footnotes. No works cited.
No quotable sources.
No works cited page. No nothing. And I can't wrap my head around y'all being these Google investigators that could potentially ruin somebody's reputation and life because of it.
You know, and I was like going through the thread and seeing people commenting like, oh, now you know that's why I don't listen to Marvin Gaye now. Like, you don't listen to Marvin Gaye because you don't know about Marvin Gaye. Like,
okay,
stop. Like,
just stop.
You 15.
Just stop.
What are you doing?
Right. Just stop. Okay, Marvin Gaye is long gone.
He was gone before either of us were here.
We're born. Okay, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay, like, so what are you talking about?
So yeah, like I saw stuff like, I be Googling stuff. And like you Googling stuff, if it came from again, where's your works cited? I know y'all learned this in school. Where's your works cited page?
They might not have.
Oh yeah. Well, if you didn't do works cited, first of all, I'm jealous. Second of all, then maybe you didn't have an education because like I know a teacher has taught you to always cite your work. Like I don't care. Just even if you're doing math, you had to show your work. You can't just show how A squared plus B squared equals C squared. How'd you get to that?
Yep.
So I can't wrap my head around that. And second of all, I can't wrap my head around, there was another tweet.
Oh, God.
There was another tweet about a sign that was in a local Caboodles here in Charlotte. And it said, like, basically before you walk in, finish your phone conversation, take your hood off, pull your pants up, and we'll be with, and then the smell of weed is not working. Okay?
Wait, where was this at?
This was at a Caboodles here in Charlotte. And a lot of people were like, if you guys are okay with this, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I don't know what you are doing. And I was just kind of like, And then shout outs to a good Twitter follower of mine, Get 'em Easy. He quoted and was like, so basically he was kind of saying what I was thinking. Like he was just like, so I don't understand why somebody telling you to get off the phone while you're, when you're in a restaurant is wrong. I don't understand why somebody telling you to just pull your pants up because nobody wants to see your ass while we're eating food is wrong. And I also understand why you think everybody wants to smell that you just got out of a whole loud pack.
Yo, when people go places and they smell like weed, I'll be like, yo.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
What are we doing here?
So I can't wrap my head around the fact that we got to this, like, of course, like, that's racist. No, it's not. White people wear hoodies. White people smoke weed. White people love to talk on the phone. Now I don't know about pulling the pants up and like, yeah, that is definitely a black thing. But I can't wrap my head around the fact that y'all think that that's racist. Okay, grow up. If you're going out to eat, go out to eat. You don't need to smell like a whole ounce.
No, you don't.
And like, if you're coming there for a reservation, you shouldn't be on the phone and then talk about, hold on 1 second.
Right.
Talk outside.
You're right. Right.
And we'll wait. When you're done, you can come in here. That's all I have to say about that.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What about you, sis?
Child. First, I want to say I can't wrap my head around this book. Okay. Y'all.
Do you want me to go get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. I was at the Bird's house this weekend. And not only did Sherelle, but Simone and Miss Sonia was like, you need to read this book. I'm like, okay, you not read the back. I'm like, oh, this might be a little spicy. I get to chapter 6 and I'm fed up. Like, I couldn't even get through the rest of the book.
This is the book.
A Sin and a Shame by who? Victoria Christopher Murray. Yes, I will not be reading this book. This is a hot mess, okay? I was on page 45, and in that time, G done tried to hit on this one man 3 times. And you know what? That's enough for me.
You got to shoot your shot.
No, 3 he not interested.
You go after what you want. Maybe the 4th time he would have been interested.
Absolutely not.
If you would have read past chapter 6, you would have found out what happened.
I don't even want to know.
Damn.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
I can't wrap my head around that book. I will not be finishing that book. Sorry, y'all. I don't want to bring shame to nobody, but it will not be happening up in here, okay? She tried to put on a Jamaican accent. Okay, I'm done.
She did.
Like, absolutely not.
She did.
Absolutely not.
I thought it was good.
Well, you know what, girl?
I mean, I read it in like 2011, 2012. So.
Revisit it. It's been 10 years.
Maybe.
Revisit it and let me know how you feel.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Challenge.
Okay?
Challenge accepted.
Bet.
Cool.
Oh,
yeah.
My next thing is USAA. I need you to step to the plate.
Oh.
Child. So I wake up yesterday because I had paid my auto insurance bill early. Because you know what? I'm like, you know what? I got the money.
Right.
Let me go ahead and do my due diligence. Let me pay it.
Right.
So I paid it on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up Monday and they took another payment out. So I call USAA. I'm like, yo, hey guys, you guys took out another payment of mine. We're just kind of hoping I could get a refund, because you guys made a mistake. They were like, yeah, we can give you a refund, but we can give you a refund in a check. I said,
did I pay you in a check?
Well, there we go. I said, but I didn't. I said, that doesn't make sense to me. Like I paid you guys electronically. Why can't I be refunded electronically?
Right.
So, long story short, I talked to the lady and she's like, well, the way the system is set up is like, if she gives me a refund, it'll just be credited to the next month account.
Okay.
Instead of just giving me my money back.
Okay.
But why is the system set up that way?
Yeah, that is kind of ghetto.
So I tweeted USAA and I was like, what if I'm a veteran?
True.
Or what if I'm someone who needed that extra money, right?
Yeah.
And here you've taken it out of my account twice and I have to wait 7 days for a check to come in. Right. And I was like, I tweeted him, I said, are you guys playing with veterans' money like this? Ooh. Like for real. I'm just a grandchild of a veteran. I'm not even a veteran, but are you guys playing with veterans' money like this? Because that's really messed up. Like 7 days, do you know how many late fee charges can rack up in a day?
Seriously.
Wells Fargo themselves will charge you $30.
Bank of America's $35.
So like, when I'm like, I'm tweeting, I'm like, y'all need to fix it. They're like, send us your information to DM. Like, no,
I'm about to send you my information in a DM.
They just asked for my email.
Oh,
they just asked for my email. I sent them my email and my name, but I'm like, y'all need to fix the system. Yeah. That's messed up. Yeah. That's messed up.
If enough people complain,
they should. Well, I'll tell you what, I won't be paying my bill early ever again with them.
Yeah, true. I don't understand why people why you pay your bill early and then they don't take it out until the day that it's due, like Ally Financial.
I hate it.
Okay, if I pay you on the 12th, take it out on the 12th, not on the 17th.
Girl, my car payment is like that.
Mine too, that's what I'm saying. Like, I paid it. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I look at my accounts. I'm like, wait, why is it just coming out today? That was 5 days ago.
Nissan Finance is ghetto. So what I do now is like when I get paid Everything I've paid, I put my paycheck in my calculator and I just subtract it every time I pay something or every time I pay for something. And I just keep a track of my money because you can easily get caught up and then sometimes,
seriously,
other subscriptions will pop up and take money out and then you don't know how much money
that reminds me, I need to cancel this Adobe. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, don't forget. Don't forget.
Because I don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Ooh, y'all ready for the show?
Those are some good can't wrap your head around.
They were. That was a good intro. That was a good intro.
That was good.
So let's get into this show.
All right.
We'll start off with politics like we always do. We don't have that much, but we do have some things.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's honestly, it's a lot of local. It's a lot of local political stuff. So, but on a national page, so I know we've been talking about Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York State, and the case about him, all these cases against him of sexual harassment, and sexual assault. Really not too many updates other than the fact that they are trying to move forward with this resignation. I'm still going to say that it's just the timing is a little off with this. And the fact that it's not that many updates kind of feels like it's proving our point here. Because, you trying to get him to resign after 3 women, she was like, yeah, he kissed me. Okay. Not saying that he should have, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
All I'm saying was Donald Trump was grabbing him by the P word.
Okay. Making fun of disabled people. He was doing the worst of the worst.
The absolute worst of the worst.
And also, it's interesting. Shout out to my grandmother because I was talking to her about it and she was saying, not to be scared of them, but the Cuomo family is the Cuomo family. Their father, Chris and Andrew's father, was also a governor. So you want to come for the Cuomo family? It's kind of like coming for a little us. You're coming for a political family. So it's like coming for the Bushes. Not gonna work.
Right.
Coming for the Obamas. Not gonna work. Same with the Cuomos, and they're Italians in the state of New York.
Oh, they're Italian.
Oh, absolutely. You can't tell.
I did.
Cuomo.
Sometimes, I don't know a lot of Italian.
Oh, yeah.
So I just sometimes it just be is it just heavy New York or is it Italian?
No, they're Italian.
Okay.
They're very much Italian.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll keep you abreast as to what's going on. When they do the the resignation, if they are, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
He's been very quiet. And I know it's kind of with the situation with COVID and what happened with the nursing home and now this, he kind of needs to just maybe be quiet for a little while, but yeah, it's a little much. Also on a national scale, they did start the juror selection for the Derek Chauvin trial. Derek Chauvin is the cop who killed George Floyd in Minnesota. So it's day 7 of the trial. Don't really know what's going on with the jury selection. We're just waiting to see how many of them are black.
Child.
Yep.
Also, stimulus checks should be rolling out by this point.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep bringing up my money. My mom called me this morning to check on the IRS website. You can check on the IRS website to see when it's expected.
And that's irs.gov.
Okay,
do
so
not do .com.
.com is not real. That is a scam.
Yeah, do not do irs.com. It's a government entity. .gov.
Okay, that's not.
.gov.
Then you really won't be getting your check.
Okay, at all.
You put your social security number in that, you will not be getting.
Done.
You will not be getting your money. So yes, the check should be coming out. Child.
Yeah. It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
I need it.
We're gonna get
I need it. I need it. I hope we can get another bill passed to get people more money because it's
keep them coming. I feel like once the whole country gets vaccinated and be like, oh, okay, so y'all are good because y'all about to work. No, people are still out here struggling. $1,400 is definitely a decent amount of money to help people, but keep them coming. We can do $1,400 again. Maybe in Q3. I don't know, the end of the year or something.
Child.
Do something.
The way these checks are spaced out.
Yeah.
Yo.
Well, so the last one we got that little $600.
Yeah, but the one before that was $1,200.
And that was
so the first check we got was $1,200.
Yeah.
Then the $600.
And now the $1,200 one that was back in May, right? Something like that. May, June.
Yeah. Of this year?
Of last year. Of 2020. That's when we got the first.
Yeah, that probably. I think you might be right.
Something like that. Okay. All right.
So yeah. Any other local politics?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of our politics on a national and a local scale have to do with police brutality, Black Lives Matter, social injustice issues. So we're 1 year ago, and if you've been rocking with us since last year, I remember when Sis first broke this story about Breonna Taylor case. She said it came across the timeline. She was like, nobody's talking about this. Not saying that we're the ones that broke the story, but it was literally a year ago last week that Breonna Taylor was murdered in her sleep by police officers while she was laying in bed with her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker. So, and speaking of Kenneth Walker, all the charges were dropped against him by the Kentucky's Coon District Attorney.
What is his name?
Daniel Cameron. Daniel
Coon.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That guy.
Okay.
But since they dropped the charges, Kenneth Walker has also filed a major lawsuit.
As he should.
He's going to own the state of Kentucky, and we want it. Like,
as he should.
Yeah, so.
Sue big time.
Sue them all.
Run the tab up.
Run
the tab up.
Emotional distress. Unlawful arrest. I don't know all the terms, but just run the charges. Like, run them up.
Run them up.
Just trash.
Yep.
Just so trash. Oh, Josh. Okay. So, also what's going on here in North Carolina, in Union County, Simone kind of found this story for us. It was very, very interesting. So apparently, let me find this story. There was a Civil War assignment that was given to Waxhaw Elementary students, and it had some parents in the NAACP very upset. So the Union County Public Schools is apologizing for an unacceptable Civil War lesson after fourth graders created mock tweets saying slavery for life and slavery forever. A photo showing the post was then shared on the school's Facebook page and hung up on the classroom wall as something the students were most proud of. This is a slap in the face, says Kimberly Morrison Hansley. She's of the Union County NAACP. So following Black History Month, fourth graders at Waxhaw Elementary were told to make up tweets. This is a history lesson, tweets? Okay. At Waxhaw Elementary, from the point of view of a historical figure, aka slave owners. In a Facebook post, which has since been deleted, the school says students studied North Carolinians that had different roles and perspectives on the Civil War. One student wrote on paper the handle, this is the handle, at Don't Stop Slavery, and said, "You may not agree with slavery, but I do, and I'm honest about it. # slavery for life." Another student chose the name Confederate for life and wrote, why do we need to leave the country? We can stay and our slaves. # slavery forever. I mean,
what the hell?
Yeah, it's really nothing else more to say. This is just ridiculous.
How many times are we going to have to bring up this kind of stuff? How many times are teachers just so missing the mark and allowing their students to participate in homework assignments or classwork assignments that are blatantly and unbelievably racist? Like, how many more times?
I'm wondering, like, I'm pretty sure there's Black students in that class. And I'm sure I'm wondering if that's how this, because I don't know.
That is just so beyond me.
It's just disgusting.
Like,
# slavery for life. That's the only Civil War project that you could have thought of
all the things.
Like,
of all the things.
That's slavery tweets. I do have like the picture of the actual like wall that this teacher posted up on Facebook. Like,
send it to me.
Like, she was proud of it because I just, oh my gosh, ridiculous. That is so crazy. Yeah, I mean, they're like, let me see. I liked it when we were still in the war until I can't # war people. Yeah, look at slavery, # slavery for life. Yeah, this was the actual project. And like this, like literally Waxhaw Elementary School. This was on their
Facebook
page. For in the caption says fourth students. Okay, whatever.
Where's the grammar?
Fourth students studied North Carolinas that had different roles and perspectives in the Civil War. They then wrote tweets from each of their different perspectives that included their roles, opinions, and beliefs. Students picked the tweets that they were most proud of and published it to the Civil War Twitter board.
Time out. Mm-hmm. These students were assigned a role,
right?
Like a Confederate soldier,
basically. Because I'm trying to figure out from seeing this, like, what was the other role? Like, what was the other option?
Was the other option a slave?
Right.
Get me the hell out of here.
Was anybody from the North? Anything? Of course, district officials, they held an all-staff meeting with staff and apologized. The school's about 20 minutes from Monroe County Courthouse, where a Confederate monument has stood since 1910. Last year, Union County School Board member resigned after making racial posts on social media.
Well, shit.
So, I don't know.
I wish I could say I was surprised.
Yeah. The district has to take this seriously. You know, of course, UCPS said this type of assignment is unacceptable. We apologize for offending a parent, student. Like, ain't no we. Ain't no we. I'm not. No. Ain't no we.
Who's this we?
Who's the teacher?
Who's the teacher? Tell them to come outside.
Yeah, no, and that's because I'm noticing that's not mentioned here.
Of course not. Of course not.
Yeah. Union County Public Schools did make a statement. They're extremely concerned about the fourth grade activity that took place. This type of assignment is unacceptable as part of a research project. Yeah, just no.
I don't like it.
Yeah, just no. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. That's just wrong in 45 different ways. I don't even know what else to say. I think that's... Oh, wait. The last thing about when it comes to politics is Mississippi.
Listen, how you gonna be the last in education? All right, it's always the states that's last in education,
last in everything,
who want to be talking all the smack. Where's this article at?
I got it up.
Okay,
it's like, so Mississippi's governor actually rejected Medicaid expansion for working class constituents. Okay, President Biden extended the extension of Medicare to the poorest state in the whole country forever. And the governor said, nah, we good. Thanks, though. So during the pandemic, Mississippi has had the highest COVID-19 death rate of any state outside the Northeast. On Friday, the state's Republican government, Tate Reeves, said he remained committed to denying access to Medicaid for constituents near the poverty line, even though extending eligibility would make money for Mississippi as a result of the new stimulus bill.
Didn't it say like 73% of the people who were eligible for that were black and brown people? Up to 200 to 300,000 people almost were eligible for it.
So like as part of this is what he said: my position has not changed. I am opposed to expanding Medicaid in Mississippi. When asked if the prospect of additional funding might make him reconsider his opposition, he said, no, sir, it will not. The federal government covers, and this is part of Obamacare, the federal government covers 90% of the cost of expanding Medicaid to people who make up 138% of the federal poverty line, or about $30,000 for a family of four. 12 Republican-led states have refused that offer, leaving about $2.2 million of their constituents. I'm sorry, 2.2 million of their constituents without health insurance. Yeah, so President Biden literally just signed the bill on Thursday. He would be giving Mississippi $600 million over 2 years to expand Medicaid to roughly 200,000 to 300,000 people in the state who will be eligible.
This is why politics is so stressful, because how can you have a governor say no to that? And say it with his whole chest.
Yeah.
200 to 300,000 people will continue to go without Medicaid. Insurance, the ability to get checkup appointments,
everything.
Eyeglasses, teeth fixed.
Yep.
And you said no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not you with the most COVID deaths. Not you with the least in education.
y'all
you and Alabama are neck and neck for 50th place in education. Stop it.
Do y'all even have concerts? Does anybody come there to perform or nothing?
Cut it out.
Yeah. Now I'd be like, of course they'd be like, well, you shouldn't be living there. They can't afford to go anywhere else.
If you was born in the bottoms, it's hard to get out the bottoms.
It is. It's very hard.
Y'all be killing me. Yo, y'all they really be killing me with that man. Like, and these Republican governors are really just setting up all of the states for the worst. Like, for some of the biggest L's, yo. Like, I am beside myself right now. Like, $600 million for a 2-year plan.
Yeah. Like, you can, like, he's giving it to y'all.
Like, yo, here.
No, we're good.
What you mean we good?
Don't worry about it. Never mind. Thanks, but no thanks.
This is how you know, like, racism is so, it runs so much more deeper than anything you could ever think of.
Yeah.
And when people ask you, well, why you always make it about race? Everything is about race.
Yeah, because
everything is about race.
Literally in the article, nearly 60% of people who'd gain health insurance as a result of this Medicaid expansion in Mississippi would be people of color. The vast majority of those people are Black. So, I mean,
because God forbid if the coloreds get some insurance, they'll take your jobs.
So,
and that's crazy because people just want to work and make money and take care of their families.
Right.
And make sure their family's okay.
It's a God-given right.
It's a God-given right. And the simplest thing. And they're like, no, we good.
I don't get it.
Mississippi, really you're not good. You're not good. And that's okay, baby. What's up that show? You're not good.
Yeah.
You're not good. You're not good. And Governor Reeves can burn in hell for that.
Yeah, that's just nasty.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, out of all the bills.
Last in education. Most COVID deaths in the entire...
That means he don't got no education, so that makes sense. Like, clearly he's not educated. So, we said, and he want to pop off. What's up?
I'm right here.
What you want to do? But... that's it for politics.
Kind of, because we'll be jumping back into that in a way. And child, this is some messy stuff.
Oh, let's get through everything else then.
Okay. Oh, first things first. Sharon Osbourne got her whole crew fired.
Yo.
Sharon Osbourne got her whole team fired.
I'm trying to find the rant.
I don't have the rant, but I think I have the video.
I got the meltdown. Like,
send that to me.
I'm about to.
Okay.
Like, here's what she said.
I feel even like I'm about to be put in the electric chair because I have a friend who many people think is a racist, so that makes me a racist. And for me, at 68 years of age, to have to turn around and say, I ain't racist. Right. What's it got to do with me? Okay, how can I be racist about anybody? How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Well, I tell you,
what?
We will be right back.
What?
We have more topics, so don't go away.
And I think we should stop this. I will ask you again, Cheryl.
Yes.
I've been asking you during the break. Right. I'm asking you again. And don't try and cry, because if anyone should be crying, it should be me. This is the situation. Yes. You tell me where you have heard him say, educate me, tell me when you have heard him say racist things. Educate me, tell me.
It is not the exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it. To not want to address that because she is a Black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make it seem less than what it is. That's what makes it racist. But right now, I'm talking to a woman who I believe is my friend. And I don't want anybody here to watch this and say that we're attacking you for being racist. And for that, if I articulated
I think it's
anything,
too late. I think that seed's already sown.
But that is why I'm saying for me. I'm saying for me. For me. I thought I was asking a question about the perception for other people. That's why I prefaced it with, I've never heard you utter anything racist,
please. Cheryl,
but I have felt that Pierce was racist in his stance against Meghan Markle. And the last time he was on this show, I said as much.
Girl.
So, as you all know, Piers Morgan, we talked about it last week. Piers Morgan has been extremely disrespectful to Meghan Markle over the years, apparently because she ghosted his ugly ass. And his coworkers actually called him out on it, and he left the show. His, what is it, Good Morning Britain?
Yeah, we played the clip. The clip.
That's right. You know, he left the show. So, of course, Sharon Osbourne is a actual very close friend of Piers Morgan and was defending him. She's on a national stage of the talk. She's been on the show since the very beginning. And they were talking about it, and she did all that. And apparently the show has been postponed because she can't get her shit together.
Oh.
I shouldn't laugh, but I
Okay. All right. Okay, girl. Like, first of all, her telling Cheryl that don't you cry, because if anybody should be crying, it should be me. For what? You cannot handle that your friend is racist. That's not my problem.
Right.
That's not my problem.
Right.
Second of all, she didn't want to take any accountability of that she could possibly be racist or have done anything racist undertone, like have done anything in the past that has racial undertones.
Yeah.
And maybe she was coming to grips with that in reality while being right there on the show. Whatever. It is what it is. Furthermore, this one guy has been airing her ass out on social media with threads from like Holly Robinson Pete, Julie Chen.
Yeah.
People saying she calling Julie Chen like chinky slanty eyes or
I remember that.
All kinds of racist stuff. And now someone's like, yo, your friend is racist, but because you guys are friends, like, or she's like, how could I possibly be racist and I'm friends with him? It's very possible. It's the same way how there are white people who date black people, marry black people, have kids with black people, then call they biracial kids the N-word.
Right.
It's very possible.
Right.
And because you have a diverse cast of people there that you work with every day, doesn't make you not racist.
Diverse audience.
Yes.
Everything. So
her crying because she felt attacked, but she was only being held accountable. Like, girl, I'm not trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Yeah, no.
Don't nobody feel sorry for you.
Right. The talk don't slap like that anyway.
Okay. And you have racist friends. Okay. So there we are.
Okay. If Meghan McCain can take it, you can too.
Okay.
And she gets it and takes it like a thug. I can't even like sis be like, what you got for me today? Because I said what I said.
She must have hired a black stylist too at one time.
Okay,
she was like, I don't know what the hell was going on with Megan's hair.
Somebody black was back there doing her hair,
giving her the Aaliyah swoops and everything. I don't know.
And she knew she was cute.
Yeah. Meghan the McCain. Oh my God.
We have a good time.
We have a great time.
Oh shit. But yeah, Sharon, just no.
Nobody's trying to hear it.
So Cheryl Underwood, because everybody was like, yo, Cheryl was super calm. And she addressed it on her podcast, like the very next day. And she was like, I was really just trying to have a conversation with somebody I called my friend. She pretty much reiterated what she was saying. She was like, no one was calling you a racist, but the fact that you acting like that, I mean, what you expect everybody to say?
Right.
We couldn't even get a word in because you're, you like, you sound like a Karen. You're attacking me. we not even talking about you. We talking about your mans, and you acting like this because we talking about.
We're not talking about your man.
We talking about
We're
your
not
mans.
even talking about you.
I mean, honestly, like if somebody were to talk about my friend, yeah, I'm gonna get irate. But if my friend is wrong, my friend is wrong. Period. I'm not gonna get irate about it. Like, yeah.
And the most you could do is sit there and listen to them,
Right? Like,
and then relay that information to your friend.
That's it.
You know what I think? Like, you know, when it comes to the like, because you know, like we talk about this all the time, but like Black people are used to having a discussion about race, right?
Ugh.
Like it happens all the time at the cookout, at the
All
family
the time.
reunions, Sunday dinner. Like Black
Yeah.
people talk about race all the time because it affects us all the time.
All the time.
So then when we have these situations where we have these open conversations where we talk to white people about racist things, sometimes they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
And I could understand all of that coming to you, all that 300, 400, 500 years of guilt hitting your chest at one time.
Yeah.
I can understand how that could possibly feel
Or
for you.
something you wouldn't even said. So
Right.
you had to feel some type of guilt.
Right. But you have to I implore white people and even people who don't even like Black people in general, whether you Latino or not, just like kind of understand like when we say these things to you, like we've already had this conversation. We've already reckoned with the fact that we live in a racist society and we maneuver around that. It's your turn to do the work. So when Sharon was telling to Cheryl, explain to me, no, that's not Cheryl's job to explain to you. Cheryl is not from the system of oppressive people. She is not her job to explain racism to you. Your people invented this construct of racism. You go to your people and you figure it out.
Right.
And then you come to the reckon with it. Stop asking Black people to explain racism to you. You know, your mama knows,
Right.
your grandma, your granddaddy definitely know. And that's all I have to say about that.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So yeah.
It's a lot. Speaking of race, so I found this article about Columbia University, right? In
Whites only graduation.
Okay. I guess to lighten the mood. I guess.
Yeah, to lighten the mood.
I guess a little bit. So, you know, I'm gonna just say this. Just know that bylines will get you. Please click on the article and read the content that this writer has provided to you. Do not just base an opinion based off the byline. Think piecers, tweeters, all of y'all.
Facebookers, especially people on Facebook.
Like, you cannot just read a byline and be like, oh, this is wrong. Because I'm going to be honest, I saw the byline and I said, oh, hell no.
Yo, I was like, what?
Then I was reading. But I said, oh, okay. So, but the byline is Columbia University hosting six separate graduation ceremonies based on income level, race, ethnicities. Okay? So they're planning to hold six additional graduation ceremonies for students according to their race and other aspects of how they identify. Okay? So the New York City Schools website details graduation ceremonies for Native, Asian, Latinx, and Black students taking place for Columbia College, Columbia Engineering, General Studies, and Barnard College at the end of April. Another dubbed FLI graduation is for the first generation and or low income community. I'm trying to figure out how.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait, hold on. How is first generation and low income
The same.
Yeah, just because I'm a first generation don't mean I'm broke. That just means my parents.
I don't like that.
You know what I mean?
Okay, continue.
The school also hosts a lavender graduation for the LGBTIAQ plus community. Due to coronavirus restrictions, the ceremonies will take place online. Yeah, it's very it's unclear when the separate ceremonies were announced, but Sunday was the deadline for nominating individuals in Columbia College, Columbia Engineering, and General Studies for the Multicultural Affairs graduation cords, the cords that people wear. They did release a statement on Twitter saying the events exist in addition to, not instead of, university-wide commencement and individual school class days and are voluntary and open to every student. Yeah.
This is a waste of time.
Yeah. They also said these events are important, intimate, and welcoming spaces for students aligned with these groups to come together to celebrate their achievements if they wish. They are organized in tandem with students and student groups. Yeah, and they kind of talk about what happened at Elon University last month. The Young America Foundation flagged a whites-only caucus event scheduled to take place at Elon. It was intended to give white people space to learn about and process their awareness of and complicity in unjust systems without harming their friends of color. Sounds like a Klan meeting.
Yeah, dude. Listen, the only way you can ever sit around and talk about...
Why would you have a whites-only meeting to learn about and process their awareness of... You know, we ain't talking about Elon. We're not talking about Elon.
You need people of color there. Just saying.
Yeah.
Is there going to be other white people white-splaining? Hell no. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Colombia.
Yeah.
I'm getting upset.
Because first of all, that happened last month. That skipped our radar.
Really? It did. Like I hadn't heard about that.
Dude, I thought it said last year. No, it said last month, as in like February.
Right.
Yeah, it skipped our radar.
Elon is in North Carolina, right?
It is.
It's near A&T, right?
High Point.
Ain't no
Or
way.
no, not High Point, but somewhere around there.
Oh,
somewhere
my
between
God.
Raleigh and Greensboro.
Ain't no way.
Is Elon University. So with the Columbia University, I mean, I guess for two of us, we went to HBCU, so everybody there pretty much, there was a 2% of others there. Everybody else looked like us. So I mean, I guess I wouldn't really understand what it's like to go to a university like Columbia, and need that type of feeling. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know.
Listen.
I don't know if I don't know if there's anything wrong with it.
I'm not gonna say that there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
But just when people say go to college and get experiences or whatever, and and we talk about, and I hate to bring this up, but we talk about HBCU versus PWI,
Right.
and talking about being with your own people and
Right.
whatnot. And it's like, but you guys are like rebuttal, like, well, get it diverse, what if I wanted to go to a diverse school, right? This is your opportunity. Like, put them all together. And then the fact that they're already going to be virtual, like, this is just...
Yeah, like, how are you...
What is the point of this?
Yeah, why?
I could understand maybe if it was like maybe based on departments.
Right.
Because what makes you think that all the LGBTQI people like each other?
Hampton University... Facts. No, seriously.
Okay.
Hampton University had that when we went to my cousin's college graduation. They had one for everybody, and then it was like, okay, now we're going to the architect program, and they had their own. You know what I mean? Like that made sense to me. But and John Lewis actually, so I did hear John Lewis speak for once in my life. But yeah, I don't.
I mean, it's different. Like when I graduated, like they had like an honors thing for like all the journalism students, but that wasn't a graduation.
Yeah, it was just we got a little plaque.
You got a little plaque or whatever.
Good job.
Your peers clap for you.
Yeah, and that's about it.
And then you go graduate everybody.
Right.
So I don't know.
Like everybody.
To me, it sounded like they didn't want to do one big graduation because everybody's going to have to be on Zoom at the same time.
And I mean, and if that's the case, just
say that.
So.
Just say it.
Then just put them in groups like they doing us in vaccinations. All right, you in group 1.
Yes.
Summa cum laude.
Yes.
Magnum. Did I say MAGA? Cum. And then everybody else.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know.
That wasn't necessary.
I don't know.
Okay, we need to run through this stuff. Because we had 50 minutes.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wow.
Okay. I don't have the thing with me, but there was an announcer who blamed his low blood sugar on being racist. I don't know. I don't have the...
I'm pretty sure you guys have heard. It was a
Did I send it to you?
No.
Dang, it's way down here.
Yeah, because it kind of happened like over the weekend. But basically it was a girls' high school basketball game. I'm not exactly sure where it was, but they were playing the national anthem. Like, why? And
not why.
I mean, it's just like enough. Like, we know it already. And some of the teammates who were African American decided to kneel, and the announcer who thought his mic was on mute called him the N-word.
His name is Matt Rowan. He's released a press. Here's his press release.
Okay.
I, Matt Rowan, on Thursday, March 11, 2021, most regrettably made some statements that cannot be taken back. Due to the Norman High School girls basketball game against Midwest City, I made inappropriate and racist comments, believing that the microphone was off. However, let me state immediately that that is no excuse. Such comments should have never been uttered. I am a family man. I am married, have 2 children, and at one time was a youth pastor. All right, you know what? I don't want to read
You
anymore.
know what I'm saying? Like, no, honestly.
Because right here he says, I made inappropriate and racist comments, believing that the microphone was off. So you was cool with saying
you
them.
was gonna say it regardless.
You just meant that you got caught.
That's all.
Say that.
That's all.
You saying I'm upset I got caught, but I still believe that they are.
Because I mean, the national anthem only a few minutes. You had to say something. Just shut up.
Keep your mouth shut. Not you disrespecting the country by not keeping your mouth shut during the national anthem.
Well then, damn.
Barbados said, actually, you know what? We would actually like to remove Queen Elizabeth as head of state. I'd love to hear it. Shout out to Barbados. What else we have? Kirk Franklin. There was a video released by Kirk Franklin's son, Kieran. I don't know how to say this young man's name.
I don't know it either. Like,
anyway, Kirk and his son have a very strange relationship, and Kirk had called him and cussed him out and told him that he would break his neck, amongst other things. Like, it was a bad video.
He really like,
he was cussing his son out like some dude on the street.
He went in.
And so people were like, "Is this my business?" Not really. But Kirk, apologized for cussing at his son.
And he didn't need to. And that's on Now Behold the Lamb. Because no, ain't nobody got time for that.
Wait, yo, he was cut. TikTok is so funny. They've remixed him cut.
So what song? What song? To Revolution?
Yes, I could think of it, man. Girl, TikTok is so
Black people don't know how to act.
What else we got?
Black people do not know how to act. Black people do not know how to act. Stacey Dash she wants back into the blacks.
I think I have a clip.
She wants back into the blacks.
I think I have a clip.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not as if, okay? It's not happening. It's not happening, girl.
I was still mad when you said that. On Sunday, I said, you know what? She gotta go. She gotta go. She gotta go.
All right, here I go. Here we go with the clip. Okay.
I've lived my life being angry. Which was what I was on Fox News. I was the angry, conservative black woman. And at that time in my life, it was who I was. And I realized in 2016 that anger is unsustainable and it will destroy you. And what people don't know is that I made a lot of mistakes. And because of that anger, being a supporter of Trump, has put me in some kind of box that I do not belong in. I don't hate anyone. I don't, I don't know where that comes from. And, he's not the president. So I'm going to give the president that we have right now a chance.
Okay, girl.
Girl, by you and Ben Carson, who also said that he feels like they're, that conservatives are treated like runaway slaves.
Stop.
Both of y'all can. No, we're at capacity. We are at capacity, and y'all are not. You picked your bed. Now go lay in it and stay there.
And tuck in tight.
Like, just, you're not. We don't.
Ride that till the waves fall off.
Okay, ride that train till the last stop, because it's you ain't coming over here. There's no transfers here.
We good, cuz.
That's not happening.
We good.
That's just not happening. And I guess lastly, so the Grammys happened over the weekend.
Yes.
Claps for the Grammys. I don't know how they're going to go back to regular in-person Grammys, because this Grammys.
I don't want them to go back.
That was an amazing Grammy ceremony. Megan Thee Stallion won 3 out of 4 of her nominations. We are so proud of her. Beyonce literally is still Beyonce, the queen, she literally holds the title of record number of Grammy awards over any female artist in like Grammy history.
28.
28. And I'm wondering if that's like Beyonce or is that Destiny's Child, like, or is
I think it's in combination.
Wow,
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then also I'm drawing a blank on her name. Her name is Mickey, the country singer.
No, her name. Oh, Mickey Guyton.
Mickey Guyton. She also made history as the first Black solo country artist ever nominated in the country category. So,
and she'll be hosting the ACMs, which is not the CMAs, unless they change names.
Yeah, I don't.
It's an award show for country music, but she'll be hosting with
Keith Urban.
Really?
One of them.
Okay.
It's either Keith Urban or what's the other guy?
That could be any of them.
You know who I'm talking about.
I probably do, but I don't know
Keith Urban. What's the other guy? He was in The Blind Side. He played.
Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
He's so cute.
He is a little cutie.
He's so cute. It was a lot of history being made. Trevor Noah did an amazing job. Yeah. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all about this one right here.
Ooh,
so Silk Sonic, aka Anderson .Paak, and Bruno Mars made their Grammy television debut. Okay. Let me tell y'all, sis was over here blushing. You would think Bruno Mars was standing directly in front of her, swooning. This was her the whole time. You ever seen like an old school concert, like how they be looking at the Temptations in the audience? Like that's how sis was looking at Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak the entire time.
Listen, Bruno Mars is the love of my life.
Listen, I'm not opposed to it.
I love that little short man.
He is super gorgeous, and super talented.
He's so talented. In their like tribute to
oh yeah, Little Richard. Iconic.
Fire.
Iconic. Wasn't expecting it.
No.
Great show. Great show all in all. Really just happy for Megan Thee Stallion. They brought stripper culture to primetime television. There was a stripper pole. There was scissoring. There was a lot going on.
There was a lot of cooter slapping happening.
There was a lot happening on that stage, okay? And couldn't be more happier.
Yeah.
Like, this is what we're fighting for.
Yeah. For us to bump coochies on national television during prime time is what
we were in shock.
We were on the whole house. The whole house was like,
When I first saw, I was like, they really gonna like. I was like, let me see how they about to bring WAP, and I was like, oh, they was dead ass about to. Yo, they really sang WAP on CBS at 9 o'clock.
Twerking, booties jiggling. It was a lot happening.
It was a lot going on. They brought the Bronx and Houston to the stage in LA, and it was great.
It was a lot.
It was great.
It was amazing.
So
it was amazing. Candace Owens felt like it was a threat. And I have a clip for her.
Oh my God. Is her hair done?
She got a ponytail in, which is surprising because I didn't realize that her ends weren't that fried off to be able to put it into a ponytail in the first place.
It's probably a pigtail.
Oh, it might be. Well, we don't see. I'm willing to bet she got like a whole bunch of clips back there.
Probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trash.
This is the direction.
Hold on. Here we go.
Any words about it. They call this great. They say this is fabulous, that this is the stuff that children should be aspiring towards. So at the same time, Tucker, that we have kids that are not learning hard academics anymore in school, right? Forget about mathematics and science. You can trust the science and trust Dr. Fauci, but you have these kids learning about critical race theory. They're learning that they should aspire to people like Cardi B. That you see that fundamentally we are seeing the destruction of American values, American principles, and it's terrifying. I think parents should be terrified that this is the direction that our society is heading towards. And again, we are weakening America. That's really what we should be talking about. This is a weakening of American society. We are setting the stage, and it feels like we are looking at corrosion, like we are about to see the end of an empire. America cannot survive. It cannot be sustained under these sorts of values and principles.
So, what does math and science have to do with whopping?
I tweeted this. I said, I am so tired of this tap dancer and her fried ends.
Oh my God.
Bumping cooters isn't terrifying. You know what's terrifying? That Americans have only received $3,200 in stimulus checks in a year-long pandemic. You want to fear something, fear for the people and their well-being with your fake ass. Because I am so tired of her coming on trying to fear-monger the people and like, oh my God, like, you know, this is ruining American values.
What does WAP have to do with ruining American culture? Like,
listen.
Just don't listen. And I do hope y'all grow up to be like Cardi B. She's rich, she's gorgeous, like whatever.
Listen.
I hope her son grow up to be a new Jay-Z, a drug dealer that gets rich.
WAP is going to be the last of our problems if this economy don't get it together.
Okay.
If we can't get out of this pandemic, WAP is going to be the least of our issues.
It's going to be a lot of whopping in the house because everybody's in quarantine. So what else you want them to do?
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like, girl, go somewhere. She can only talk to Tucker Carlson. I mean,
exactly.
And he's sitting there looking like,
ooh, John Oliver did he ripped him a new asshole.
He ripped Tucker Carlson one?
Yes, on the newest episode of Late Tonight.
Yeah, with
John Oliver. Oh my God, it's up for free on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Girl, ripped into him.
I don't watch John Oliver, but I do hear good things.
Oh, I love John Oliver. I'm a big fan.
Okay.
Big fan.
All right.
So yeah, that is what happened. Do you want to talk about this last piece? Because it is messy.
I mean, yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, I think
bring
so too.
it up. I think we could make it plain.
Okay.
So,
well, I mean, because this is kind of based off of what happened at the Grammys.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because the Baby and Lil Baby performed.
Yes.
Lil Baby had Tamika Mallory in a piece of his performance. Mm-hmm. She was like making a speech during a performance.
Yeah.
That did not sit well with Samaria Rice. Am I saying this correctly? Mm-hmm. This is all over the place. Like
it's a lot of pieces.
There's a lot of pieces to this story. But okay. Whew.
It's a lot of pieces to this story.
So
my feet are like ice.
So Chica, who is a rapper, big girl rapper, she was talking about this situation, how Lil Baby had Tamika Mallory in his performance, and how the performance was like, how they're like, how she's basically like tired of seeing black people portrayed, like, the whole police violence, police brutality against black people. She's tired of seeing it in, performances. Because Duh Baby did it last year as something else. Lil Baby did it this year. Like, how many more times can we do this? So Samira Rice went to Facebook and said, I'm tired of you Black Lives Matter, Tamika Mallory and crew bitches that's riding these families' backs. And y'all ambulance chasing attorneys, Ben Crump and Lee Merrick too. Y'all have effed up our fight and y'all can kiss my ass too. Now, Chica went on a Twitter spree and said, so many parts to this. Oh my God.
That is a lot.
Okay, she said, I had to divest from the BLM celebrity group chat last summer because when I voiced disgust that they'd allowed YG to turn a march and vigil for Breonna Taylor into a concert/music video, nobody wanted to admit it was wrong. I don't trust it. I'm sorry. She's right. So she's like saying that she agrees with Samaria Rice. Mm-hmm. She says, I have homies in the group and wouldn't want to speak ill of them as people, but there is such a thing as objective truth. Nobody that day spoke up but me and Amber Riley. I left the march in angry tears and I left the chat that same day. When your desire for attention and proximity to powerful black celebrities comes at the expense of the fight for justice, you sold your soul. There's a lot more I wanted to say, but I felt the burden of being the one to discredit a group that is seemingly doing the work. But I learned a lot of dark shit that day and haven't associated with them since. She had to come back on Twitter and clarify some more things. So she says, let me be super clear with my words. The majority of the people in the chat had good intentions and showed up for the right reasons. Also, it's not called the BLM celebrity group chat. I just didn't know what else to call it. She said, the weird behavior was from the leadership. To be fair, it was created to be a secure place to speak about where certain marches, demonstrations were taking place. Vocal influencers' platforms were being watched by LAPD and local government. I even got detained. The chat was a way to spread information without leaks. I'm not defending BLM at all, but I think too many people are getting hung up on the existence of a group chat when that was never the issue. Don't get distracted. There's important shit to discuss. I'm going to just let y'all be mad at influencers/celebs for thinking that they were doing good instead of the BLM committee who knew they were not. Let's just ignore that an organization people wanted to trust was using people with platforms to seem more legit. This is part of the reason bad people get away with bad things, because even when it comes out, we'd rather focus on the false concept of exclusivity instead of the evil shit people are doing. The message of the original tweet is that once I peeped that BLM's leaders didn't value or respect the lives of the fallen, it made sense that we were being used as pawns. I called it out and left it immediately. Celebs weren't the ones profiting profiting. BLM did.
Deep breaths.
So after that, our resident light skin, Sean King, wrote.
Our resident light skin. Oh my God.
He wrote a Facebook post. I'm not gonna read a Facebook post, but he did write an article on What's it called? North Star?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the North Star. Like
the North Star.
And that's literally Sean King's platform.
So here's a clip. I'm gonna just read this piece. It says, Sean said, ultimately, what I know is that a grieving mother like Samaria Rice has every right to be skeptical and hurt and suspicious and cynical. She wasn't born that way, but this evil and unrelentingly racist country forced her into that corner. It's our job to gracefully and patiently help her find her way out. So Sean King was trying to spin the narrative of that. She wasn't necessarily mad at the BLM leaders, which include Sean King and Tamika Mallory, but she's mad at the system. But if you look at Tamika's tweets or Facebook posts, she's mad at them. She's mad at Tamika. She's mad at Sean. She's mad at Crump, and she's mad at Lee because she's saying that they're using the money that they raise or whatever. They're not giving it to the families, and they're just riding this wave of being seen in the public as clout chasers. They're not really helping the families that they say they are. It's all just for looks and for show. This is a lot. Let me see if there's some of her posts are in on this.
You know what? Okay. So I don't know. It's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's really a lot. But I feel like there's a few things I'm going to say about this because I know we're running out of time.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing is, I don't know. I'm not too deep into Black Lives. I'm into Black Lives Matter because they do.
Yes.
But when it comes to the actual organization of Black Lives Matter, I'm not too much in tune. Now, when it comes to like YG doing a music video,
I remember that coming up too.
But I'm trying to see what is wrong with it. When YG put out that song, it was right around the time Breonna Taylor was killed. And I'm not blaming the mothers of these victims. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, as Black people, we constantly look for celebrities to speak on our behalf and do the work for us. Mm-hmm. And then months later, we're mad because of some other ish that happened. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when YG put out the video, why wasn't anything said then? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole thing. I don't see what's wrong with someone like YG or even Lil Baby or Da Baby, everybody baby, using their voice. If we can't say things like, keep saying her name, keep saying his name, and then, oh, wait, but you can't be doing a music video about it. Mm-hmm. But they're literally putting these victims' name, they're keeping them in our minds because we're constantly singing the songs. We're constantly snapping to the beat. And in the back of our mind, we're seeing these images of these videos that they put out. So I'm just a little confused as to, like, where can we meet in the middle here? Mm-hmm. It's like either you want the celebrities to have your backs or you don't. Now, if this is just about money, then say it's about money. But I don't know Tamika Mallory personally or anything like that. But I will say this. She's who I see. So if you want someone else to do the work, then you should go out there and do it kind of situation.
I mean, this is, like I said, this story has like so many moving parts. I'm going to say this in terms of what Samaria Rice says, because neither one of us can sit here and say, we know what they're doing. But if she's saying that they're being fraudulent and they're not doing what they said they were going to do, then I have no choice but to believe her.
Yeah.
If BLM isn't, having the backs of the family like she said they say they are, then I have no choice but to believe Samaria.
Yeah.
So that's my point on that. In terms of Chica, I actually understand what she's saying. Like, I did feel like when YG went out there and made that video at the march, I did feel like it was in poor distaste. I didn't like I didn't like it because to me it was like this is too close. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say it's too close to home, but I just was like,
I get where you're coming from, but I feel like, I don't know. I kind of always feel that way about celebrities when it comes to these cameras. Like, even like, we have, reality shows like Portia Williams out here. It's like, it's conflicting because on one end, I'm like, you know what? Sis is out here doing the work. You know what I'm saying? She's out here doing it. But then on the flip side, I'm like, are you just performing because there's cameras here? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, but she is out here doing the work. It's like, okay, like YG put out a song. But I think if they don't say anything, you know what I mean? If they don't say anything, it's like, oh, you don't have our back, and y'all literally be tweeting them like, why are you not saying nothing?
Yeah.
Well, shit. If I say something that you don't like, then I'm a fraud. But if I do say something and put a camera on it or a hashtag, then I'm a fraud. What do you want from us?
I think Chica is saying like not so much of like not saying nothing, because I think people do actually want to see their celebrities, especially celebrities that look like them, say something. I'm thinking she's saying when it comes to like visuals and what we're seeing, like we don't have to see that reenacted. We don't need to see.
True.
We don't need to see like when we were watching the Grammys and that little baby performance. When I saw they had Kendrick Sampson with his fine self portrayed as a young guy getting shot by the police. Like I didn't want to see that shit.
And they had him.
I didn't feel like it was necessary. Like why
And then they had him on the red carpet as a
performer. Like I think in terms of like visuals and stuff like that, we don't have to like. We already know there's already real life footage of our people being shot and killed. We don't need that in our entertainment.
From that standpoint, I guess I can get with her on that. I mean, now, like if you hear the song that Little Baby performed, I've heard the song. The lyrics are necessary. I mean, but it is the Grammys. I mean, I thought he has the best performance of the night. To be honest, like I thought it was very moving. I agree with you about Nathan. We didn't need that part. We didn't need that part at all. I don't know. This is very This is very messy.
It is.
It's very messy. I mean, I'm wondering if it's just the Rice family that's feeling this way. I'm wondering how, Alton Sterling's family feels. I wonder how Eric Garner's family feels. I wonder how Trayvon Martin's family feels. I wonder how Breonna Taylor's family feels. George Floyd, Atiana Jefferson. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Unfortunately,
yeah, it does.
So I'm curious as to how everybody else feels, how other celebrities feel. But I do want us to stop expecting celebrities to be our voice.
Absolutely.
And then when stuff like this happens, it's like, oh, that's fucked up. Like, well, wait a minute. Like make it make sense. Like, what do you want? We don't say anything. I'm saying we. They don't say anything. It's a problem. They say something. It's even a bigger problem. So just pick a side. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah. This is a tough one. All right. Well,
that's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Well,
we did ask you guys a lip service question this week.
Yeah.
If I can get to it, I don't have an answer.
I got an answer.
I don't have an answer for this one.
I got it.
We asked you guys this week. When is one female? Oh wait, not when. Oh my God.
That's okay.
Who is one? I'm so mad at myself.
That's okay.
Who is one female artist that hasn't won a Grammy and you think they should have? So we got some answers here. Sydney Shaw. She said Jasmine Sullivan. Simone said Nicki Minaj. Okay. Sweet Pea's mom. This one was shocking. Sweet Pea's mom said Diana Ross.
But that's not true.
I asked her. I said Diana Ross doesn't have any Grammys.
Yeah, she has one. She does have one.
She said, I just double checked. Although nominated several times, no wins, but she did receive the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh well, maybe that's what. Because when I looked at Diana Ross's, like it had one, so maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, so she only has the Lifetime Achievement Awards.
I mean,
And then Cambria said SZA.
girl.
Friday to Thursday, skirt, one nigga.
Okay, so I'm not the one that's like. I like her music.
I never listened to her music.
Her mixtape and her first album was good. But I still was not like, oh my god, SZA. Like, okay, so it's not just me.
She's very pretty. Anyway, I don't have an answer for this question.
Really?
I don't know. I don't keep up with music, and whether who have a Grammy or not, I don't care. Is the music good?
I got a couple of answers.
Okay, let's hear them.
Well, I mean, the first one I think is Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim has one Grammy for Lady Marmalade.
It was a great song.
Okay. She put out several other songs before that were just as good. We put some white people and some blonde hair on it, and then she get a Grammy? No. No.
Maya was on that song too.
She should have won a Grammy way before that.
Okay.
Who else did I say? I literally was in my iTunes like going through.
I have no idea.
Artists. I said Amel LaRue. I definitely think she should have won a Grammy by now.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on. I know Ari Lennox time is coming. I definitely know it's coming. Who else did I say? All right, Beyonce. We know you got them all.
28.
Yeah, 28. Who else did I say?
Like I said, like that's just I don't know. Like
I'm gonna stick with Lil' Kim because I how dare you like not give her? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that.
LMA.
She has Grammys. She won for Boot Up, and I mean she should have won.
That song was everywhere.
She should have won for Boot Up. I ain't gonna front.
That song was everywhere.
But yeah, I think I don't know if Eve has a Grammy, but
I don't think Eve needs a Grammy.
Oh, what about Faith Evans?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know if she does or not, but if she
that's
don't,
fair.
Give her one.
That's fair.
Who is that? I got people in here. I don't even know who that is, but I like their music. Yeah. Ledisi won her first Grammy on Sunday after 14 times being nominated.
That's
like
a damn shame.
That's crazy. And I was talking to Simone about it. She was like, she went over Chloe and Halle. Like, okay, yes. After 14 tries, like, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. Like, Chloe and Halle will get more tries.
Right, they only got 2 albums out.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She'll get one. I'm still shocked Jhené Aiko was up for Album of the Year. That's like, I was like.
She wasn't nominated for nothing else, though.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Flex on them.
That's really weird.
We didn't talk about the Oscars real quick, but the nominated, did you see how Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield are nominated for Best Supporting Actor?
Even though Lakeith is definitely the lead in the movie.
Because I was like, if he's not, who's the lead? The FBI agent? Who should have, I think he should have got some recognition because he definitely played the hell out of that role. But I was like, Daniel, yes. Lakeith?
Damn.
Lakeith.
Something came down my timeline. It was a little video with Daniel Kaluuya, and I watched that thing like 5 times in a row.
I mean, he's bad.
Oh, my God.
There's beautiful black men out here.
Ooh, do they look like Daniel?
They look like Lakeith. They look like Michael B. Jordan. Damn. They look like Trevante Rhodes. They look like Kofi, Ralph Angel. They look like... They
Damn.
Listen, Denzel and Morris and Tay, they're... Well, first of all, Tay and Morris still fine.
So,
okay.
Let's be clear.
I watch All American for Tay.
Shoot, Denzel's still fine. What you talking about? Delroy Lindo is fine too. I want in.
I love it.
Delroy
Lindo is fun.
I'm into it. I was listening to some podcast today and they was interviewing him. I was like,
he is fun.
Woo!
I love it.
Fine.
But they ran so these brothers that came out of nowhere could walk, and I love it. I am loving it. So I do hope that Lakeith or Daniel get the Oscar.
Damn, that's really fucked up.
Yeah, that is kind of messed up. So.
All right, guys. We only went over about 5 minutes, so we didn't do too bad. We did good. We did good. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social medias. We're on Twitter at Headwrap Pod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. You can go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale but not on sale.
Yep.
You can also listen to all the episodes there. But if not, you can also find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. I didn't look up to see if we had a new
Let's see
if I need to gaslight y'all this week again. Because I will gaslight you.
Yes.
I'm not ashamed. What I'm not is ashamed. And it looks like I will have to gaslight y'all again. Because it's like,
what's the tea?
Do you even love us?
I think they do.
I mean, you're not.
Oh,
you're not showing it.
I mean,
I'm just, what's the tea?
It really just takes you a second.
Just a second.
On your lunch break.
You know what? You could even just put 5 stars and be like, this is so y'all shut up. And I'll take it.
Yeah. We gonna respond to it though. Like, hey,
oh, for sure. We will definitely give you the spice.
Hey, yo, what's the problem?
But you knew what it was when you did it.
Period.
For sure.
So yeah.
But yeah, okay. Be sure to subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars if you're on YouTube. Leave us a comment. We would love to. We're getting close to 100. I'm so proud of you guys. I feel like a little mama. Like, look at y'all. Like,
gaslighting y'all. Now she proud.
Yeah, I'm so proud of y'all. Like, I'm gonna gaslight you, but I still love you. Like, help us get to that 100.
We love it.
Share it with everybody. All right, I think that's it for me.
Yep.
Sis, do you have a joke this week?
I do. So,
oh God,
and I'm gonna highlight somebody.
Oh no,
he doesn't know us, and I don't know him. But his name is Josiah Johnson. He's from Elk Grove, California.
Okay, and
this 17-year-old young man put out a kids joke book. It's being sold in like his local CVS's and some other stores in his city. Hopefully it's on Amazon because I definitely will be buying it. But he did have this really cute joke that I thought was really, 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 really cute. And if I get my hands on this book, it's a wrap.
Oh my God.
It's a wrap, sis. It's a wrap. So here's the joke.
Okay, I'm listening.
Why did fingers stop fighting?
I don't know.
To stop the thumb wars. I thought that was so cute. Isn't that funny? Because, remember Thumb Wars?
I got it.
Remember that?
I got it.
So I thought that was really cute. So shout out to Josiah Johnson. Hopefully he'll hear this episode. Maybe I'll just send it to him. I'll find him because, I'm a fan of your jokes. I want you to keep going. Actually, I'm going to find the link to his book because the sales of his book, he's able to pay for his own college tuition.
Oh, good for him.
We love a king.
Okay. No shade to you, Josiah. I just hate corny jokes.
Listen, we love a king. Keep going.
Keep going. Do your thing. I just hate corny jokes.
You love it. That was so cute. So yeah, that's it.
Oh my God. Appreciate y'all.
Woo!
We will see you next week.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.